everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. We are back today for episode 29 of our Formula 1 22 driver career mode. We're in race number 3 of 10 in season 3, and for the first time in this career mode series, we are leading the drivers championship after winning the last race in Jeddah on the final lap. In the final corner, we stole the win away from Sergio Perez, finishing in front of the two Red Bulls. So yeah, we now lead the drivers championship. Sergio Perez is behind us, and then our teammate Charles Leclerc is down in P6 after having a pretty decent race in Jeddah. Our car still is not there, just I'm pretty good relatively speaking in Jeddah, so I was able to make up for the lack of performance in the car, and with a little bit of luck we took the win. But this race in Imola is going to be pretty interesting because, as you can see, we have wet conditions for qualifying. We're on the intermediates after our first flyer. We are all the way down in P11. Charles Leclerc currently sitting in P4, and then on top of that we got a sprint race this weekend, which by the looks of the forecast it's also going to be in wet conditions, and then the forecast suggests that the actual race will be dry. So I think the game plan here is to A, qualify as high as we can, and then B, if our pace isn't that good, just park the bus. Imola isn't super notorious for overtaking. There's definitely some overtaking spots, but I'm pretty confident that we can park the bus here and try and keep our spot for the dry race come Sunday. But if you guys are looking forward to this race weekend, or you're just new to the channel, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We got the driver career mode series going, and we got the my team career mode series going. So we got two series going on in the same game cycle. Lots of content for you guys to enjoy. But back into this qualifying through the final corner, we are 3.5 tenths up on the previous flyer. We just jack up the fuel load to go out, drive as many laps as we can, and we're going to cross the line. It's going to be a P6, which, given the car that we currently have, is the 4th fastest car on the grid. I'd say that's kind of what's expected, maybe even a little bit above of what's expected. But the plan here, we're going to park the bus in this sprint race. If there's an overtaking opportunity, we will try and do that. But let's get into this sprint race and let's see where we qualify for the actual race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the sprint race in Imola. We got a full wet race, or sprint race I should say. So we're gonna do 5 laps on the full wet, and we've dropped the fuel load down to only 5 laps of fuel because we're on full wet. We probably won't be going full tilt on the throttle, so we can definitely drop the fuel load a little bit. We're starting in P6 here. Charles Leclerc starting up in P4. It's our first, I guess, wet event of the season. We're gonna see how we fare. I got lead feet, so not the greatest in the rain, but we're going to try our best to at least keep our P6, and then we'll have a sunny race on Sunday. But let's get right into it, guys. Alright, here we go for the Imola sprint race. We got 5 red lights, and it is lights out, and away we go here. Oh, okay, not a bad start. Carlos Sainz overtakes us, but we're up into P6 here. Gonna break a little early. Cannot see anything. The visibility is horrible. I think our strategy here is to just park the bus. If we get an opportunity to overtake, then we will do that. But on these full wets and being in Imola, it's gonna be very hard to overtake. Seems like we're kind of keeping up with the front of the pack here. We have a lot of battery as well, so we're going to use that, especially down the straights. It seems like we have a little more grip than we did in qualifying, being on those full wet tires. Lando Norris looks like he's a little off the race line here, but we're just going to see if we can sneak down the inside here. And I think we got Carlos Sainz. Oh my goodness, a little snap on the exit here as we're going little wheel with Carlos Sainz. Lando Norris gets pushed wide. There's a little bit of a traffic jam here, as this is a very tight race. Carlos Sainz trying to go for the overtake again, trying to leave him space. And we back up into P6. See if we can get Charles Leclerc. We have a lot of battery, and we definitely have the power down the straights. So Lando Norris is all over the place this race. I think he probably has damage. That's my best guess. He probably has wing damage, and that's why he's so off the race line right now. Or he's just getting pushed around by everyone else. We're going to see if he dives into the pits here. Nope, so he's going to stay out. We're going to turn on our battery, try and catch up to Charles Leclerc. Maybe we can get an extra spot here, as Leclerc actually loses out to Lando. Oh my gosh, he rides the grass there. Super dangerous to do here. We don't want another George Russell, Valtteri Bottas incident. So we're on the last lap here of the sprint race. We haven't managed to catch up with Charles Leclerc. Actually managed to gap us a little bit, but we did manage to gap Carlos Sainz, which is great news, which means also that we are going to keep our P6, most likely, for this sprint race, as we almost lost it right at the start of this race. Thank God this is not a wet race. I hate racing this track in the wet, I think more than any other track, honestly. Yeah, we're going to cross the line here, and it's going to be a P6. Let's get right into the race. Hopefully a little bit more action. It was a little bit of action for a sprint race. Well, our lead in the Drivers' Championship does not last that long, as Sergio Perez passes us now with that sprint race win. He's now 2 points ahead of us. Charles Leclerc loses a spot. He's starting in P5 now. Lando Norris parking the bus on Charles Leclerc and myself for a little bit in the sprint race. He's starting in P4. We're going to see if we can get close to Sergio Perez and try to keep the lead of this Drivers' Championship, or take back the lead of this Drivers' Championship. We have to finish in front of Sergio Perez if we want to do that. But let's see, hopefully our pace is as good as it was in Jeddah, and hopefully the Red Bulls fight each other like they did in the last race. Here we go for the Imola Grand Prix. We got dry conditions this time around, and we got 5 red lights, and this race is underway. And we got a bad start. Carlos Sainz. Oh my goodness, he just shoves us to the side here. We're going to have a better race line. Going into turn 1 though, got to take it nice and wide. Oh, and Carlos Sainz gets the better of us through turn 2. So we're down to P7. Not used to being on the soft tires, to be honest. Used to kind of taking it easy through this sector, as it's much harder on those wet tires. Alright, we're going to have DRS activated. And we're going to have DRS in the one and only DRS zone on this track here. And we should get past Carlos Sainz here. Get back into P6. It's been 3 laps since he's overtaken us here, but we got the DRS. We're going to turn on the battery as well. Should be an easy overtake. We'll go to the outside. Definitely want the outside line here. Going into turn 1. Going to give you the inside line on turn 2. And now we're going to catch up to this pack here of Leclerc, Russell, and I believe Lando. Might be another driver, I might be wrong, might not be Lando. And we put up a purple sector 1. Oh, Lando and Russ. No, Charles! No! Oh my gosh, Charles Leclerc gets taken out by Russell. And Lando Norris fighting for position. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I witnessed that live. There was nothing he could do. He was just wrong place at the wrong time. And now we have a full-blown safety car out, of course. He's done. Oh no. So Leclerc essentially out in 2 of the 3 races this season. He just can't catch a break, man. I'm sorry, Chewy. Oh my god. No. In Italy too, for the home Grand Prix. Okay, we're gonna pit this lap. I was too oh shit, wait, what did I... Oh no. Oh no. Come on, let me change. Let me change. I need to make sure that the medium tires are set. I thought I saw the hard tires there for a moment, but we definitely don't want that.
Okay, medium tires are set. Oh god, that was slow entry. That was a slow entry. Okay, we're going to the pits, onto the medium tires. Charles Leclerc out of the session, man. Horrible luck. I can't leave. No. What is this? What? No! Oh my gosh. Are you serious? We lost out on so many positions there. What? We got blocked by Robert Schwartzman on the bad end of a double stack, waiting for Lando to get out of the pits, and I think Lando might have replaced a wing, and that's why it was taking him so long, and we couldn't leave. We got stuck there. So we're down into P8, and we lose. I think we lost, what, 4 positions? I think that put us into P4 or No, we were in P5. We lost out to Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Alex Albon, and yeah, Perez was in front of us, so I'm pretty sure we were in P4 going into that pit, and we've now dropped down to P8. The good news is, though, we're all bunched up again, so hopefully another disaster strikes at turn 1. Just please don't let me be involved in it. I don't know what it is. I think it might be just some recency bias, but I have horrible luck at the Italian tracks. Imola in the My Team Career Mode series, we DNF'd on the sprint race. Then Monza, just go watch the last video of the My Team series. We DNF'd with 4 laps to go. And now here in Imola, once again, Charles Leclerc out of the race, and then we get blocked in the pit lane. Okay, so we gotta reset here. In P8 with half the race left, we got the battery and the slipstream. Oh my, beautiful dive bomb down into turn 1, and we get past Alex Albon. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's catch up to the rest of the pack here. Let's try and make up these spots that we lost. So we're coming up on lap 12 here. DRS has been reactivated after that safety car reset, so things should get a little bit interesting here. They use a battery to keep up. We're kind of caught in this DRS train right now, so this is not helping. It's Norris, Hamilton, Sainz, and myself. No, not again. Not again. Sainz and Lando Norris, who caused the collision last time we were here. Oh, and I think there was another collision just behind me. I think... Yeah, Lewis Hamilton is out of the session. Oh my, another collision caused by Lando Norris defending himself. The good news is that we've made it back up to P5, so good recovery job on our end. And in fact, we've gained 1 position from where we started, because we started in P6. Oh my goodness, man. 2 big incidents in this race. I hope I can get the replay for that. If I can't get it, I apologize, because I kind of want to see that. Alright, so safety car is in. We got 2 laps of racing here. There's going to be no DRS, so we got 100% battery. We're going up against our original teammate, Lando Norris, in the McLaren. A little showdown for P4. If we get lucky here, we could get a P5. Okay, we got the battery. Oh, come on, give us green light. Yes. And we're going to get past Lando. We're going to get past Lando. Oh, he's turned on the battery too. We're going to be going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Oh, and we just squeezed past Lando, riding over the sausage curbs. He drops out of P5. We're in P4 now. So is there a chance that we can catch up to George Russell and just sneak into a podium spot? We probably could, or should have been in a podium spot if it wasn't for McLaren blocking us out in the pit lane. It probably lost us all 3 seconds there, so super unfortunate for us. But we're gonna fight here. on the last lap. It's not looking too good. We're not even in DRS range. There is no DRS, but that's a good marker to see if you're kind of in the overtaking territory. We might just have to defend Lando here. He's 0.5 seconds behind. 0.6 now. And these are all the battery we've got left down the straight here, just to make sure that he doesn't catch up to us. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to be catching up to George Russell unless there's a big mistake on his end, or a collision between the two Red Bulls up front. Two massive collisions in this race. It's only a 16 lap race, and there's more collisions than in most of my team series videos, which are over 50% races. So we'll definitely not catch up to George Russell, but what a great recovery. Starting from P6, drop down to P8 after the initial safety car, and then we make our way back up into P4, so we gain 2 spots this race. We're gonna cross the line. It's gonna be a P4. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It definitely could have gone better, but it is what it is. I mean, given that it was raining too, we kind of missed out. The rain is definitely my weakness, so hopefully we don't have too many wet races this season, because if we want a championship, we're definitely going to need the most dry races as we can get. We qualified P6 in the rain, and it seemed like we were kind of keeping up with the front of the pack in this race, but it's going to be a P4. Verstappen on the top step of the podium. He actually snatches it away from Sergio Perez, who comes in P2. And then George Russell in the Mercedes in P3, outperforming Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton actually DNF'd, but he was in front of Lewis Hamilton anyways, even before Lewis Hamilton DNF'd. This race is also going to move us down into P4 in the Drivers' Championship behind Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and George Russell. We're only 1 point behind George Russell, though I'm pretty confident we can get past him, and we definitely need to perform a little bit better, be competing for the podiums at the very least if we want to keep up with Verstappen and Perez, because the way it's looking right now, Red Bull is pretty dominant. Charles Leclerc nowhere to be found. Another unfortunate ending for him. This time, due to no fault of his own, just gets taken out, wrong place at the wrong time, and he's now pointless in 2 of 3 Grand Prix this season. He did score a few points in the sprint race, but that doesn't count in the actual race, so pointless in 2 out of the 3 races. Hopefully he is able to get some better luck here. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Crazy set of events here in Imola. But if you guys watched up to this point, be sure to drop a like on the video and be sure to subscribe to the channel. We got Canada up next, which we actually have not done in either season 1 or 2, so it's going to be very entertaining. I love Canada. It is personally my home Grand Prix, as most of you know at this point. But if you guys look forward to that, be sure to hit the notification bell. We're going to be trying to get back in the Drivers' Championship fight. In the Constructors fight, we now move down to P4 or P3 in the Constructors now because Charles Leclerc can't score any points for the team. But yeah, that's going to be it, and I will see you guys in Canada. Have a great day, guys.